Okie dokie, let's play Crusader Kings Deus Volt. I'm flying MacGuffin, and let's get started with this this video here. New Papal controller. Let's get a little rundown on things. We're at 80% efficiency because our king is almost dead. I've kind of called him called his imminent demise several times over the last few videos, and it hasn't happened yet. This guy's pretty tough. He's been through some crap, and you know, if the game has any kind of sense of humor, it'll make him if the game has any sense of humor, it'll make him a saint. So we got three heirs, one crappy heir, but still better than his father, one, you know, decent heir, who's probably going to, you know, do well if he inherits. He's got an excellent son, an excellent heir, and another one on the way, and a daughter. And we've got Magog here, who is the heir apparent, who has, you know, really good stats. He's got court education, so he'll get a big boost to one of these three stats. Hopefully it's diplomacy or stewardship, because he needs help in those areas, and they give a bigger bonus to each other. But I wouldn't be, you know, I would be happy with the intrigue one in any case. You know, he's going to be really great. Maybe I'll end up not marrying him off so that Philip's son becomes the king after that. But I may just end up, you know, letting it go through. So, let's kind of take a look at our provinces. We've got a bunch of Catholic provinces. I believe we've only got 2 Muslim provinces, this and this. We got 2 Orthodox provinces, which is, that's fine. Orthodox is acceptable enough. We'll kind of not try to force that the conversion too much. Orthodox is just fine. They'll you know, they'll go through on their own. As far as the other parts of Nubia are concerned, we have the County of Asyut here, who's at war with England. We might take advantage of this and, you know, take care of him. We've got one of his nephews, I believe, as our fosterling. Who's this? Oh. There's also this province, who is independent. Oh no, this is the one we've got yeah, this is his nephew. This is the one we got, no, this is his son. And this is the person that we've got the fosterling from. Over here we've got the Republic of Venice, who is, like I thought it was before, laying the smackdown on Oman, and is now part of the Principality of Carvuna. The main provinces, anyway. The Templars got kicked out of Mecca by the Seljuks, so that's pretty cool. I guess. I mean, this does put us bordering the Seljuks, but it does mean that we won't have to fight the Templars for Mecca. Arabia is one of the ones that we kind of border, so we want to kind of take control of it. We'll try to see if we can help the Templars take Jerusalem and kind of set that up. The Byzantine Empire is no longer Muslim. That was great, but short-lived, and is doing pretty well now. They've still got most of Greece and a good bit of Anatolia. They're not fighting the Seljuks anymore, so they're not in imminent danger. You know, they got a couple of principalities broken off. Our allies and friends over here in Sicily have had a breakaway duke, but they should take care of him quite easily. The Papal States got kicked out into Florence, and I think France controls Rome. Yeah. The Kingdom of Germany is still going strong, and they've got a dangerous neighbor in Super Denmark, who's leading the Scandinavian powers in terms of power, because they may look smaller, but Denmark's got a lot more good provinces. I mean, northern Germany is really nice, and these Baltic states are really great. So yeah, they're definitely the Scandinavian contender, as is usually the case. Denmark is usually played better in terms of the AI, which is, that's a bit realistic. Denmark did kind of dominate the region. We've got the Principality of Polotsk here. Polotsk. And they got a bunch of crap. We got the Republic of the word I can't pronounce. They've taken control of a lot of stuff. So one of the reasons I don't like republics that much is because they tend to take over a lot of land, and they don't have to have vassals, so they don't tend to fall apart. It's kind of stupid, but what are you gonna do? This is tribe of Sarkel. Let's see if they got a the Cumans, the king of the Cumans. Okay, those guys are cool. Nice to see a good pagan standing. Got Kingdom of Hungary here, Kingdom of Croatia, France, England, Brittany, which is us. Scotland's still there for now. They're getting invaded by England. And let's check. What's this? Duchy of Smaland, Duchy of Smaland in Spain. Whatever. Looks like the Christian powers are sticking the boot in against the Muslims for the most part. Yeah, Galicia's getting pretty big. I don't know why they haven't formed the Kingdom of Portugal. Maybe somebody else has it. No. Doesn't look like it. Aragon's still there, surprisingly enough. And yeah, so that's pretty much the situation. We have 3 crowns now: Brittany, Egypt, and Zirid, which doesn't have any kind of base in provinces. I don't normally like taking those, except for because they have it's kind of gamey to take them, even though they have an effect on other people. But since the game kind of gave me the title through an event, gave me a claim on the title through an event, that was all right. So yeah, that's fine. I took it then. So our next immediate goals are probably to get these 2 provinces. Maybe try to get Cyrenaica, whatever. This place. Try to get as many of the provinces for here, for another Duke title. This is part of the Kingdom of Africa, which is pretty much everything over to here, over to Mauritania. So it goes, I think the border is here? No? Here. So you have to pretty much get everything along here. I don't really want to try to do that right now. I'm more concerned with the Middle East. Pretty much the entire kingdom except near the coast here is really crappy. So yeah, I mean, these are nice, but I don't want to have to try to capture everything, and it would be a pretty quick process actually, because they are so weak. But as you can see, there's a couple of provinces owned by France and random. Oh, this is a chiefdom. Weird. Is this a pagan province? No? Muslim? Whatever. Okay, but one of the things we could do now is, because Venice is kind of distracted, we could, declare war on Venice and take the rest of Egypt and Nubia. let's check on our reputation. See if we want to do that. Okay, the other, his dad, has given his son a province. That's cool. He's now our vassal. It's pretty good. Right, reputation. Let's say we still got -2 from reputation, so yeah, we don't really want to do that yet. I'm gonna kind of save it and try something out. I don't want to have to waste it in the game to see if this works, and I can't find anywhere to see how the mechanics for this exactly work. But I'll come back when that's done. All right, I figured it out. I had to give the bishop the title first, and then give Erwan here the title of Duke of Brittany. So yeah, that's figured it out. Now, because I kind of split the provinces up equally between the two, they're gonna have claims on each other's land for this. So, you know, that's fine. Eventually, I'll give Erwan or his heir here the title of the king. So, so that I'll take care of that, and they can pretty much do whatever they want. I don't care about Europe anymore. But we have priorities before we do that, and I should check on that. We need these places to have at least a road, and preferably a road and a port in one of my Breton provinces. Okay, none of that's true yet, and I don't really care about the French province. The French province can rot in hell. We want one of these provinces to be Breton, and I've been building improvements, such as the courts of justices and the royal posts to help increase the likelihood that we get a province culture change to Breton, because we want at least one change to Breton, so that we have our own culture in at least one province, so that we can get the province spreading things. And we need to control one of these provinces, which we do because we're the king, to do that. And for the most part, we're just kind of worrying about building province improvements and trying our best to get everything up to the way we need to have it for that to happen. And I should check my reputation again. And my reputation is down to 1.7, so I'm going to let that go to about 1. I should let it go down to 0 before tangling with Venice here, but by the time that happens, they'll be pretty much running away with this region. But once they pull their main troops from Italy out, I will have a better opportunity to do that, because this one's got like a huge... Oh, it's not even there. Yeah, but I definitely want to wait until my heir to do that, because this guy's just completely unsuitable for warfare. And, you know, it's going to be a much harder fight with Venice than with anybody else we've fought so far, with the exception of Egypt, but we kind of got lucky there. If I fight anybody, I'm going to be fighting these two to get my hold on Nubia. So, yeah, I'm going to pause the recording and start the game and pop back in when anything interesting happens. Alright, this is an event that pretty much... it's a great event, because it makes it so that you can either get a boost to stats from this, which is nice, or you can do this and get a friendship with one of my advisors, in this case the steward. This is a fosterling, so I don't really care what happens so much, but if you pick the stewardship one, they have a higher likelihood of getting good stat growth for their specialty, and they have a better chance of getting a better level of education trait when they're done. It's almost always better to do this than this, because it's such a low chance that you're not going to get a stat bonus, and such a high chance you're going to get stressed. But it's all right to do it if you got a really crappy person. But this person's great, so